Alright, what is going on, everybody? Nature Boy here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we are reacting to Bleach episode 8. Man, I gotta tell you guys. This is mainly a One Piece channel. I'm mainly a One Piece guy. But I swear, I can't lie to you guys. There is nothing that I wait for more on a weekly basis right now than Bleach. Besides the World Cup, which I actually want to talk about for a bit right now for my World Cup fans. But Bleach in the World Cup is like what I'm mostly hyped about right now in life, pretty much. But the last few episodes of Bleach have been so good, man, that every time it's Monday and Bleach drops, it just makes my week. Before I even watch the episode, it makes my week because I already know how good it's gonna be. Now, I wanted to watch this and live react to earlier on today, but I was watching the Portugal and Uruguay game. Actually, it's still like 10 minutes left, but I had to come and watch it here because the lighting in my room is so bad. I don't know if you guys noticed that every video I record for you guys, I gotta record in daytime and use like natural sunlight because the light in my room is so bad. So I have like a limited window to record these, right? So I was really invested in this game and I've been waiting for it the whole time. So I was like, you know what? I won't watch Bleach today. I'll save it and I'll watch it tomorrow. And as I'm watching the game and my window is slowly leaving, I'm starting to doubt my stance on that. I'm like, I don't know if I should I? And I was getting impatient. I was like, you know what, man? Episode 5, episode 6, episode 7. Look at how good those episodes were. Imagine I waited a day for those. Like I would hate it so much. They're so hype. And even though we know now that like they left, so I guess the raid is over, this episode probably will be a little bit more chill now. It won't be as hype. Like I'm assuming the intensity is gonna come down a little bit, but still, Bleach has been insane from the beginning. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. I ditched like the last 15 minutes of the Portugal game. I'll check out the result after I'm done. But I was like, you know what? I want to watch this before it gets dark because it's gonna get dark really soon. So right now I have my room light on and the natural sunlight, but probably as this video goes, the lighting will get worse because the natural sunlight is going to get bad. And so it's pretty bad in here right now. Like there's really no sunlight, but just being with the curtains open, you get some kind of light anyways. But it's all cloudy outside. But anyways, I'm sure you guys don't even want to hear this. Bleach episode 8. Let's get into it. Rest in peace, Yamamoto. All right, guys. I'm going to put a clock up there for you guys. Hold on. Let me make sure this is right. Let me make sure it's HD. Okay, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Bleach. Oh my goodness, man. The stress levels on this anime, bro. Straight to it. The rest of you are accompanying me. Leave the bodies of the dead for later. Transporting the injured. Wait, I missed it. Was that Yamamoto's body? Damn, I want to go back now. Captain Urahara. Was it really the right choice for us to remain in the Squad 4 barracks? Because they more or less if you were out there in the Serite with the rest of them. You should have fought. You should have fought. Why that would have been wrong. I guess yeah, because who else would like save the injured afterwards if the medical team is in battle? Do not leave Squad 4 barracks no matter what. That was the final order given to us by the head captain. Shunsui, oh man. Bleach episode 8, the shooting star. Why is it going so fast? I can't process anything. I wonder how each captain is gonna deal with the head captain's death. Like everyone, from like the Visors and Shinji, because they didn't have the best relationship with him anyways, I guess. And then you have the captains that were like cool with him or whatever, like Soifon, Byakuya, Toshiro. And then I'm assuming that like Shunsui, Unohana, Ukitake, it's gonna hit them the most because they're the oldest ones. They've known him the longest, right? And again, like I said last episode, like I don't understand who's gonna be fighting Yuhaba now, because someone's gonna have to pose a threat in between now and when Ichigo fights him. Unless Ichigo just keeps fighting him at different levels and loses, and gets stronger. Oh no! Is that his Zanbakuto? Ryujin Jaka? Oh, I shouldn't have watched this, man. I hate when I see that. That was his funeral, wasn't it? Kisuke Urahara. He or him or in your. Who saved Urahara? Who saved Urahara? I see. Bro, who saved Urahara? We saw Aizen. We saw Kenpachi. Come over here, Ichigo. You need medical treatment. I can tell that you're badly wounded. Shinji. Rukin and Bara have gotten out of surgery. They're no longer critical condition. What happened to them? Bro, Renji just got like drop kicked, right? Why is he in critical condition? She just said her condition was stable. Rukia got fucked up because she was worried about Byakuya and she got jumped. I mean, same thing happened to Renji, but he just got kicked. Rukia got cut up. You came to protect the soul side, didn't you? Thank you. Of course. Though I couldn't do anything this time. You dumbass. You drove the enemy boss away. You didn't drive him away. If you hadn't come, things would have been even worse. His time ran out. What are you talking about? I don't know why. I just don't like Shinji and the visors. None of them. Especially Shinji. I feel like they were hyped up to be so big and they're just fodder. And the moment they came to the fake Karakura Town War, they were proven to be fodder immediately. I wonder why Ichigo had such a painful look on his face. It seems he had a rough time as well. Do you really think that's it? I feel as if he's dealing with guilt. Something more serious and he's trying to hide it. Oh, the Quincy thing. Bro, look at that. Ryujin Jaka. The head captain's body couldn't be found. He really blew it away. The enemy destroyed everything. What the fuck, man? Don't tell me. Okay. He said Kenpachi. Have both survived. Okay. Byakuya is not dead. However, it will be difficult for them to return to their duties as captains. They may never regain consciousness. I don't want to hear such reports right now. Exactly. In the middle of the head captains. She's right. Soifon's right. No, I'm with Soifon. 100%. Shunsuke putting on a brave face. There's the eye patch. How pathetic to see you cry and scream in front of the articles I left behind. The 13 court guard squads doesn't exist to grieve the dead. He's speaking facts. It exists to protect the Soul Society. He's speaking facts. Let's try to look forward. We are the 13 court guard squads, aren't we? Bro, who saved Urahara? First of all, where is Urahara? Because he's supposed to be really strong. I'm assuming he's even stronger than Shunsui. And Kenpachi and all those guys. So where is he and who saved him? Fine. So you're saying I should take it back and fix it myself. Let me finish explaining. I was only talking about Shikai. The destruction of Zanpakuto's Shikai and Bankai have completely different meanings. A destroyed Bankai can never be restored. So was his Bankai destroyed? What? What's going on? You shouldn't meet them. Although I don't want to in the slightest. They're great. The Great Squad Zero is coming! That's the guys I've been spoiled on! That's the dude, isn't it? Ichibe. Squad Zero, I mean, they're only destroying him now after this. Those are the guys that saved Urahara! Right? Wait, is that not within the Serte? Do you remember how these walls came falling from the sky when you first came here? Those walls have been surrounding this area since things have been chaotic in the Serte lately. It was originally meant to surround the Serte during emergencies. So then, if it's meant to protect the Serte during emergencies, what does this wall normally protect? I'm confused. Are they the ones that saved Urahara? They gotta be. It has to be, because Aizen's locked up. Kenpachi's destroyed. Squad Zero consists of only 5 members? I thought it would have been like a whole squad. They have no officers. All 5 are captains. The combined strength of those 5 is greater than that of the entire 13 court guard squads. What? These 5 men are stronger combined than not just the 13 other captains, but their entire squads, including Yamamoto. No. This can't be real. That's him. That's Ichibe. That's Ichibe. I remember that face. Squad Zero's in the house. Are they really stronger than the 13? I don't know. Higuro isn't. They just hyped him up too much. I don't know. I don't even know if I believe that. We're gonna have to see, I guess. How can 5 captains be stronger than 13 captains, 13 lieutenants, and tens of thousands of officers and just soldiers? It's been a while, hasn't it, Unohana? So the healing techniques I taught you, this man taught her? This man taught Unohana? Okay, maybe they are then. Maybe they are that strong. I know he's that strong. It's been so long since you've seen one another. I recognize that voice. Ichibe's voice. I see everyone in Squad Zero is the same as always. Osho. So what business do you have coming here this time? Why do I already like Ichibe? Rebuild the 13 Court Guard Swords and the behest of the Soul King. We're taking you back up with us. Are you kidding me? Oh. Kamamura lost an ear? Now you come down wanting to rebuild the 13 Court Guard squads. Quit joking around. Okay, yeah. They're that strong. I guess they are that strong. Our job is to protect the royal palace. Your job is to protect the surety. What royal palace? What kind of court guard cries for help after failing to get the job done? You're not worthy to bear that name. Ichibe. I told you to save it for later. Let's finish what we came here for first. No need. Everything on the list of things we need to take care of, they're all here. What the hell? Is remaining is you. Unacceptable. The 3 people inside your spheres are in no condition to leave the Surete right now. I cannot allow you to take them with you. Oh shit. Are they gonna butt heads? Sure, you're well aware that you're not strong enough to fully restore these 3. Bro! Is this guy stronger than Urahara? Urahara? Bro, how strong actually are these guys? As always, you're so disrespectful. Oh, why if it isn't Mayuri? When I placed my hand on the door, it just slid right open. However, it was far less secure than when I was around. Why are you taking me as well? I can recover from these injuries just fine in this earth. I like Ichibe, I don't know. He has like this bright feel to his face. Yeah, okay, it was them that saved Urahara. Yeah, it was them. Urahara's right here. Hey, what gives? I was hoping for a bigger reaction. Okay, I was wondering, like, who's stronger than Urahara that Urahara needs to be saved from? I guess this is like the only people that would answer that question. Yeah, I'm all alright. I don't know, man. I think Urahara should be playing a bigger role. Like, the whole Soul Society just went to war and lost so many people. And he didn't do anything. He's just chilling here. Yamamoto's dead and Urahara's just chilling. I missed it. I wasn't gonna say. Oh, fuck. I missed it. Was that Grimjail? He's not here with that guy. No. Was that Grimjail? You can decide on your own what you truly want to do. We reached a nice agreement. Man, I should have been talking. I missed the voice. I would have recognized the voice. But I think I saw the hole. That's why I think it's Grimjaw. If he does what he truly wants to do, that will surely lead to protecting us all in the end. But you two should know that better than I do. And the person who knows that better than anyone is Kurosaki himself. If I go to this royal palace, can I fix my tenses and Gatsu? That's impossible. It can't be fixed. Don't tell me he's using a new one. We can reforge it into something resembling your original sword. Okay. That's not bad. To the royal palace. Oh, shit! It's the Shiba's residence. It's the Shiba. The Shiba girl from way back in the Soul Society. Where's her brother? He was one of my favorite characters. Yeah, there he is. Show him. We have no choice but to let him go. Even if that means making uncle. Wait. What? Hold on. Don't forget who took you off the streets of the Rukon district. I can't believe what I just heard, first of all. I'm getting tired of her patronizing us. Agreed. Show some guts, Ganju. You can cry scream, but I'm throwing you into the next battle. Oh my god, I wish I watched the Fullbring arc now. I keep saying I'm going to watch it. That's him, isn't it? That's the main villain of the Fullbring arc. Now I have to watch it. The Royal Palace. This gives me Dragon Ball Z vibes. Feel free to brag about it. Ordinary Soul Reapers typically aren't allowed here. Though I'm not sure if I can call you an ordinary Soul Reaper. You definitely can't. He's not even a Soul Reaper, he's a substitute. Aizen wanted to come here? Yeah, this is it. Oaken refers to our bones, which were transferred by the power of the Soul King. Who's the Soul King? I have to join Squad 0. Therefore, there are two ways to enter the Royal Palace. We either choose to allow you in, or you come in with us. Sosuke Aizen was trying to make an Oaken. In other words, he was trying to create us using his own spiritual powers. There's so much information. It just feels like I'm watching One Piece right now. He's keen to take the place of God by creating life and killing the king. Who's the king? He truly is evil personified. But take this to heart. Ichigo Kurosaki. The Quincy's that showed up this time are an even greater evil. Yeah, I figured. Stand right there. Ready? I'm about to blast you now. Don't move or you'll die. Please tell me he's going to meet the Soul King. Are you talking in your sleep or something? I guess not. There's no way you'd be allowed to meet the Soul King. The Royal Palace entrance. Rio Greater Palace. This is like the place in Dragon Ball Z. I forget what it's been so long. Out of those, you'll be first going to my Kirindin. All of you. There's so much in this episode, I can't process all of it. Why are you drowning them? Are you going to kill them? You see that red hot spring over there? Blood pond. That's their blood or something? We're going to take Byakuya, who's completely squeezed out. I told you to shut up. I draw out their blood in White Bone Hell and replenish it in Blonde Pond Hell. I'll repeat this several times. And in the end, every drop of bad blood and spiritual pressure in their bodies will be swapped with my hot water. That's the way I heal others. Put some pants on, dude. One night is enough to make you feel twice as good as normal. Hot Spring Demon Tenjiro Kirinji. That was a weird place to end. I did not see that coming. That was such a weird spot to end. Bro. This was good. It was obviously a very different vibe from the last 3 episodes. And we came down a notch, obviously. Those were 3 of the best anime episodes. I don't know if I've ever seen 3 anime episodes back to back that good. Let me just put it that way. That's the best way I can put it. And that first one, episode 5, might be the best individual anime episode I've ever seen of any anime. That's how good that first episode 5 was. But, man, let's see if there's any credit first. There was 2. I bet I already forgot like half of what happened in this episode. These new visuals? This ending is so good too. The opening is alright, but the ending is 10 out of 10. Let's see. Yeah, there is Ichibe. It seems you're awake, Soul King. Who? Neither form nor soul shall escape me. Nothing except you. I think I know. Oh man, I wish I wasn't spoiled. Man, now oh my god, man. Bro. The last 5 or 6 years, it's the last 6 years. Over the course of time, I was spoiled on one more thing about Bleach, and I didn't care at the time. I honestly God didn't care because I was like, I finished the anime of Bleach, and I was like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna read the manga. And I knew the manga was good, but I was like, I don't know. I just at the time I had never read a single manga before, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna read it. And if the anime never airs, then maybe one day down the line I'll read that final arc because I knew there was one more arc, and I knew it was called the 1,000-Year Blood War. But man, I got spoiled on so much stuff. I mentioned it to you guys in the first Bleach video I did on my channel, where I reviewed the first 4 episodes. One of the things that I got spoiled on was Ichibe in Squad Zero. But all I knew was Ichibe, his appearance, what he looked like, and Squad Zero. So I assumed, because they mentioned Squad Zero before in the series. I remember Shunsui, when Aizen was a lieutenant and was asking questions in the Urahara flashback, Shunsui said that girl left and got promoted to Squad Zero. And she was like captain. And the one that Urahara replaced got promoted to Squad Zero. So you know they're above. That's a better ranking. Oh, wait a second. So then it's one of those 2 girls then. I didn't even connect that till right now. So I got it. It's the girl that was talking to Mayuri because, oh my god, it all connects. Squad 12 is the science experimental squad. So it was her. The girl we just saw is the girl they were talking about way back in Urahara's flashback. Oh my god, Bleach is so good. I didn't even notice that until right now when I was talking. So Urahara took her spot, and then Mayuri took Urahara's spot. But somehow Mayuri and her know each other, I guess over the years. And Urahara's like the middleman between them. Okay, so now we know who she is. Ichibe, I'm assuming, is as strong as Yamamoto. That's what I said in the first thing where I told you guys to spoil her. I'm assuming he's as strong as Yamamoto. I know he's very strong. I don't remember how I know that, but whatever I got spoiled on, I guess it was that he's very strong. I don't know who he fights. I can actually now. That's someone that can fight Yuhaba. Now it makes sense. Man, I didn't put this. I guess I didn't put this together. Even like them saving Urahara, because even though I knew there was a dude called Ichibe, I knew. Okay, so I knew there was a dude called Ichibe. I knew Yamamoto would die. I know some other things, including like that ending thing with Kenpachi and him talking. I feel like I know what that's about, and I hate that I do so much because, like I told you guys in the first thing, if it is what I think it is, everything surrounding that spoiler that I got on both ends of both of those characters is what I wish I didn't get spoiled on the most. I don't care that I got spoiled on Yamamoto's death. I don't care I got spoiled on this Ichibe guy. I don't care that I got spoiled on the other things I got spoiled on. Even Ichigo being a Quincy. Just that. Like, I don't know why, but that is the one thing I was like, man, I wish I didn't get spoiled on that. Because that seems like, I don't know if I'm looking forward to anything more than I am that. So, but, like I was saying, all of these things, I thought were going to come way later. Like, 52 episodes. We're 8 episodes in. And 50% of the things that I got spoiled on, which are a whole lot of things, have already taken place. That's crazy. Like, I guess that's why it didn't even, like, Ichibe, when I was thinking who saved Urahara, all these episodes, Squad Zero and Ichibe, honest to God, didn't even come into my mind. Honest to God, it didn't even, like, enter my mind. Because for some reason, I was just thinking those guys are going to be end of the series. Second half, probably 20, 30 episodes into the series. It's so strange that everything is happening now. It's making me think, like, what's all the other episodes gonna be? And I'm pretty sure each episode's like a shitload of manga chapters, right? Each anime adaptation is like multiple, like 3 or 4 manga chapters. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I heard that somewhere because it makes sense why it's so fast paced. But man, there was so much in this episode. Yamamoto's body, nothing left. That's so heartbreaking. I know we saw him. We literally saw him blow Yamamoto's body apart. He pointed it right at his head too. And when he did it to his subordinate, there was nothing left but a chunk of his leg or his arm. So if he does it to Yamamoto, who's already in half, bro, that just adds even more to what I was saying last episode about the most like not shocking. I don't know what's the word. Sad death in anime. The most warlike death, I guess. Where it's just like, yo, he just got wiped out, and it's Yamamoto. It doesn't feel like an anime death. It's so strange. And you see Shunsui, he has the eye patch. That was something I got spoiled on. We see him already taking leadership, trying to like calm everyone down, putting on a brave face, when obviously he's the most hurt of all of them. Hence why literally they showed a flashback of him and Yamamoto right before Yamamoto's death. But he's trying to cool everyone's heads. Soifon is annoyed. They kind of just like move past it, I guess. Unohana is just pretty chill about it. She was told to stay in the Squad 4 barracks by Yamamoto, so she did. Ichibe and the gang are here, and they said each one. I just thought it was going to be Ichibe, just like a regular squad. Just that Ichibe is as strong as Yamamoto, and then he has a squad that's like a very strong squad. Probably stronger than like Squad 11 and these other squads, but it just consists of 5 members. They're all captains. So I guess Ichibe isn't the captain of the rest of them. They're all just equal. It's just he's the main one. None of them is a captain above the other because they're all captains. But together, they're not as strong. They're not as strong. They are stronger than the entire Soul Society. Which means those 5 men are stronger than Yamamoto, the other 12 captains, all their lieutenants, and all their subordinates. Which makes me think, for that to make sense, each of these 5 would have to be as strong as Yamamoto. Or, okay, maybe not as strong as Yamamoto. Ichibe would have to be as strong as Yamamoto. Maybe even stronger. Because I know he's the main one. I already know he is. And the other 4 would have to all be stronger than Shunsui and all of the other captains. Urahara, all of them. They would have to be stronger than all of them. And it makes sense because the one guy was talking he was like talking down to Unohana. Like he's clearly stronger than her. He was the one that taught her. That girl was talking down to Mayuri, and she was replaced by Urahara, who was replaced by Mayuri. So the rankings probably Mayuri, Urahara, that girl who's probably stronger than Urahara, and Urahara is one of the strongest in the series. So it makes sense. It makes sense. There's a lot of... Honestly, those are probably the 5 strongest characters now. They're probably as strong as Aizen. Or maybe... Okay, maybe not as strong as Aizen. I'm jumping the gun here. The way I see it, okay, the way I see it in my head already is Yamamoto and Ichibe. Here, just like that. Yamamoto, Ichibe. Aizen would be like here. Like Yamamoto, Ichibe here. Aizen here. The rest of these 5 here. And then the strongest captains in the Soul Society here. That's the only way I see it for it to make sense. So like Urahara, Shunsui, Kenpachi, Ukitake here. All those guys here. The other 4 captains of Squad 0 here. Aizen here. Yamamoto, Ichibe here. Maybe I'm wrong. That's just the way I see it. But why didn't they save the Soul Society? If that was the case, they could have beat Yamamoto and the Stern Ridders, yeah. They could have beat them all, right? There was something. Yes. Okay, that girl, I forget what was it the Shiba clan? Yeah, the Shiba clan or whatever. That girl and her brother. They said uncle, and they showed Ichigo's dad, Ishin. I know what I saw. So if Ishin is their uncle, Ichigo is their cousin? Huh? What is that going to play a role in the story? Because why was it like revealed like that in such an interesting way, where it was kind of low key, but if you caught it, you caught it. I guess everyone probably caught it, but why was that there? Like, what is that going to matter later on? That Ichigo is related to them? Or are they just saying uncle as in they knew Ichigo's dad, Ishin, when he was a captain, and he grew on them like an uncle? Maybe he was their captain, and they used to be an officer. I don't know anything. And Bleach, when it comes to Bleach, everyone's a former member of the 13 Core Guard squads, right? Everyone is. Ishin, Urahara, Yoruichi, every character so far we've seen is. But that was interesting. And then the stuff with what Ichibe was saying about Aizen, because I forgot all about this. But the one thing I do remember about Aizen is right when he was being sealed away by Urahara, he mentioned the Soul King. Because again, I rewatched Bleach right before the 1,000-Year Blood War, so that specifically for stuff like this, so that I would be fresh again. Otherwise, I'd be going off memory of like 2017, right? So he said something about like he like the main, at the end of the day, the main thing that he did had something to do with the way he saw handling the Soul King and the way Urahara and everyone else saw it. Urahara was kind of just like, from what I understood, it was like Aizen had a problem with the Soul King, and Urahara had that same problem. He could relate, and I guess everyone did. But Aizen wanted to go about it in one way, and Urahara was kind of like, no, at the end of the day, it's for the greater good, or something along those lines. While Aizen's like, no, we should be doing it this way. So I guess Aizen, and now he just said Aizen wanted to kill the Soul King. These 5 men are apparently the strongest men, and they protect the Soul King. And I don't know, maybe they're all as strong as Aizen. Maybe Aizen's fodder compared to them. But he said Aizen was trying to create the Okin. I remember that now, even though that wasn't mentioned much. The Hogyoku was what we kept hearing about, the Hogyoku. But the Hogyoku was the beginning. And then with the Hogyoku, because it manifests his will, anything he wants, right? So then with that, then he can go about creating an Elkin. So Aizen's main entire plot, which they never actually mentioned. They never mentioned this in Aizen's entire story arc, what his actual true goal and purpose was. They never mentioned this. But now we hear in this episode. This isn't even something I'll spoil on. This I just learned today too. I'll spoil on something else with Aizen, but this I wasn't spoiled on. But his main goal was to kill the Soul King. I guess maybe he doesn't like the way the Soul King runs the Soul Society. Aizen's the most interesting character in Bleach, man. He's deeper than we think. He's such a deep... The fact that we don't really know what his... Because even when Yamamoto was talking to him, he said, we have the same goals, or something like that. And Aizen didn't answer him, but even I was thinking, I'm like, no. When he's like, yeah, because he said, we have the same goal, to destroy the Soul Society. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, wait, just because Aizen was a bad guy, he never said his goal was to destroy the Soul Society. I don't remember that. Maybe he wanted to destroy everyone in the Soul. Oh no, wait, he did. He did because of Karakura Town. Did he though? I think he just opposed them. But if they left him alone, I don't know if his goal was to destroy the Soul Society. He never said what his goal was besides obtaining the Hogyoku and just getting strong. But for what? We don't know. So, what is this lore? This feels like One Piece lore. This feels like Imu. Like, who is this Soul King? I'm just going to have to assume this Soul King is the strongest person in the existence of Bleach. Obviously, I'm going to have to assume that for now. Unless proven otherwise. So why didn't the Soul King fight Yamamoto, who's the Quincy King? So it would be because I just kept thinking the Quincy King and the head captain is kind of like the King of Soul Reapers versus the King of Quincy's. But no, I guess the King of Soul Reapers would be the Soul King, and then the Quincy King is the King of Quincy's. So I guess it does make sense that he would beat Yamamoto so easily if there's all these other guys that are like, apparently now there's 5 guys as strong as Yamamoto. Or at least one of them, Ichibe, as strong as Yamamoto. And there's a Soul King above all of them. So it would make sense that he would kill Yamamoto with ease. Unless the Soul King doesn't fight. Who is this Soul King, man? Are they going to fight in the story? So, man, I never thought I would get this kind of lore from Bleach. I never did. This is very, very, very interesting. And the stuff with Urahara, what else was there? There was so much. So we have the one guy that's a healer who taught Unohana. We have the one scientist girl who was the Squad 12 cat. I already know she. Like, they didn't say it, but I can connect the dots. She was the one they were talking about in the flashback. She was a Squad 12 captain prior to Urahara. We have Ichibe. He's like the fighter. They're all fighters, but he's like the main guy. I like how he has like this happy face all the time too. I don't know why, but he gives me Dragon Ball Z vibes. I don't know why. Even like the place he went to in the end, it reminded me of what's it called? Where, man, it's been so long. Piccolo's other half. His name starts with a D. I don't remember. Dende. Dende's little area that's up. Man, a few years ago I would have known the name of this stuff like the back of my hand, but I just haven't watched Dragon Ball Z in forever now. You guys know what I'm talking about. The place where the hyperbolic time chamber was. The place where Super Buu came and killed everyone. That place. It gives me that vibe a lot. And Ichibe gives me Dragon Ball Z vibes. But anyways, what an episode, man. I know the reason I'm sitting here just thinking is because I want to make sure I cover everything. Because, yes, you know what? Okay, because last episode, the episode was so hype. At the end of the episode, there were some things that, as I'm watching the episodes, I'm taking notes of what I want to talk about, but then I forget. So something I wanted to talk about last episode that I realized I didn't talk about, I want to talk about now, again. Yamamoto said to Yamamoto, "Do you know why I removed you as one of the 5 special threats?" And the reason this stood out to me is because I didn't, when he said this before, I didn't care much of it. I just noticed he said it. But now that he said 5 special threats, it picks up. The end of episode 5, when he was holding Kenpachi, what did he say? He said one of the special threats, Kenpachi Zaraki. I just thought he was just hyping him up. I didn't think that actually meant something. And then when he went to meet Aizen, what did he say? One of the special threats, Sosuke Aizen. I thought he was just complimenting them. But these are men he literally took note of prior to his invasion. He said, who are the 5 people that are going to be the biggest threat to us Quincy's invading the Soul Society? And he decided Kenpachi Zaraki and Aizen are part of those 5, whereas Yamamoto was not. Because Yamamoto grew soft. Whereas Kenpachi is the complete opposite, right? Aizen, complete opposite. Those are actually the perfect 2 guys that didn't grow soft. So if he's going by that, then it's not just strength, it's personality too. So I'm guessing the other 3 threats will be Ichibe, and I don't know any of this. It's going to be Ichibe, Aizen, Kenpachi. I want to say Ichigo. But that's the obvious one. But then Ichigo, I know he wants Ichigo to be a part of him. I want to say Shunsui as well, but if he said Yamamoto grew soft, then what are you going to say about Shunsui, right? Like, if Yamamoto grew soft, every captain except Kenpachi grew soft. Kenpachi is the only one that's harder than Yamamoto in terms of, like, personality. Who's, like, bloodlusted, right? So I don't know. I guess Ichibe will be one of them, and then the other two I don't know. But I wanted to mention this even when I was reading it. I was like, oh shit, special threats is an actual thing. So who are his 5 special threats, and why are those 5 specifically his 5 special threats? That will be interesting to see. And now, so that I don't have to mention something next episode about this episode, let me think back to like the whole episode. This felt like 3 episodes in one. It was so much information. I don't want to just sit here thinking, but what else was there? We started off with Yamamoto's funeral, I guess, and they couldn't find his body. Ryujin Jaka is shot to pieces. Man, that's freaking heartbreaking, bro. The head captain of the entire Soul Society, and that's what he's reduced to. Nothingness. With a broken sword. And Shunsui trying to stay calm about it. Shunsui has the eye patch now. The captains are fighting amongst themselves. Urahara is with Ichibe in the gang. They took Byakyo's alive. I figured. Byakyo's... Man. Sorry if you guys can hear that, man. There's 24/7 sirens in this area. That's what happens when you live in the hood. But Ichibe... That's the weird ass shit with Ichigo's dad being their uncle. That was so strange, but I don't want to jump to a conclusion, so just wait and see what that's about. And then the stuff with Unohana and the Squad 4 barracks. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I covered everything. This episode was just as good as the other ones. Honestly, it was different. It's not as hype. It's not as nail biting. You're not as like going crazy watching it, right? But I think it was just as good because it was more like a One Piece episode where you get all this lore, and now we're gonna start. Now that the Soul Society has been destroyed and the captain demolished, we're gonna start exploring other sides of Bleach. It's kind of like the beginning of the Soul Society arc, where you're experiencing a whole new world and you're experiencing all these characters. It's gonna be very interesting, very, very interesting. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see just how strong these 5 Squad 0 captains are. What kind of role are they gonna play? Are they all gonna fight Yhwach? Are they going to fight Yhwach? Is Aizen going to fight Yhwach? Is Kenpachi going to fight Yhwach? Who's going to fight Yhwach? Are they all going to fight Yhwach? Is it going to be like the way it was Aizen against everyone? Is it going to be Yhwach against everyone? Let's see. Let's find out. But for now, it did not go it did not slow down whatsoever. It didn't decline. It just took a turn from Yhwach and all this hype to Ichibe and all this hype. So, fantastic episode. 10 out of 10. If you guys are still watching all the way up to this point, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you. Everyone that watched my One Piece theory video, it has been blowing up compared to like the rest of my videos. So I just want to say thank you guys all so much. Like, I expected it to do well, but it's pretty much at like 10,000 views right now. It's a few hours away from hitting 10,000. At the rate it's going right now, it's at like 9.6k views or something. So I'm beyond shocked. I'm beyond grateful. So thank you guys all for that. Stay tuned later this week. I'll try and drop a video before Saturday if I can, but definitely by Saturday. Another great One Piece video coming out. I want to take my time with the next one because it's going to be kind of an analysis video. So stick around for that one, guys. Stick around. You'll get regular content as always. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Nature Boy out.